A coordinated strategic decision has been made in order to utilize the benefits of blockchain technology, which include the speed of settlement, transparency, and reduction in transaction costs, while simultaneously exercising sovereign control over the financial system. This is the beginning of the age of the XRP oil nexus, which has replaced the age of the petrodollar. There will be enormous repercussions for XRP from a financial standpoint. It is estimated by industry professionals that the price of each coin will be $100,000. This figure is taken from the daily trading volume of the global oil market, which is greater than $200 billion. Every single oil trade necessitates the use of XRP as the medium of settlement, which infuses the network with a very high and consistent demand. No, this is not hype based on speculation. It is a real-world usefulness on a scale that has never been seen before. In contrast to every other asset, XRP currently possesses an inherent worth that is supported by the everyday consumption and exchange of the resource that is considered to be the most important in the world. Every transaction contributes to the strengthening of liquidity, adoption, and the perception of XRP as a digital asset that is supported by commodities. To tell you the truth, timing is extremely important. At this very moment, the very first contracts for XRP oil are being signed. Trading platforms, financial institutions, and sovereign wealth funds are all need to make quick adjustments in order to incorporate XRP into their operations. Participation at an early stage ensures alignment with the newly established worldwide standard for oil settlement and provides access to the initial wave of transactions backed by XRP cryptocurrency. It is not a matter of convenience, rather this is an imperative from a strategic standpoint. Anyone who waits to react runs the danger of falling behind as the global financial flows transition to this new structure. It is safe to say that the geopolitical repercussions are equally devastating. When it comes to its economic leverage, the United States, which has been a benefactor of the petrodollar for a long time, is facing a fundamental shift. With the implementation of XRP-based settlements, nations who are dependent on oil transactions denominated in United States dollars will need to make adjustments, which will have an effect on trade balances, currency reserves, and international finance. By making this move, OPEC establishes a precedent that may encourage other large oil producers to pursue policies that are comparable to their own, accelerating the fall of dollar dominance and expanding XRP's worldwide relevance. When it comes to investors, this is more than just a market opportunity. It is a front-row ticket to the reconfiguration of the financial order of the world. From a technological standpoint, the XRP ledger is in a position that is unparalleled to manage this shift. As a result of its capacity to conduct thousands of transactions per second and instantaneously complete trades, XRP guarantees operational efficiency and, as you may already be aware, significantly reduces counterparty risk. Traceability, auditability, and security are features that are included in every contract, from futures to spot trading. The scalability of the network ensures that even if the daily volume of oil trades continues to grow, XRP will be able to bear the load without making any concessions. This integration is not theoretical, rather, it is practical, has been proven, and is prepared for immediate deployment at the size of the global energy market. Beyond the realm of banking, the social and economic repercussions are far-reaching. There will be a shift in pricing, procurement, and hedging techniques, and the global energy market will become increasingly computerized. Countries and enterprises who are dependent on oil imports will now manage risk in a different way. To continue to be competitive, economies that are based on petroleum will need to innovate, which will result in the creation of new opportunities in the areas of technology, finance, and infrastructure. In order to successfully navigate this new world, Ripple's XRP is no longer only a tool. Rather, it is now an operational need. In conclusion, the decision made by Saudi Arabia to transition the global oil trade to XRP is a significant turning point in the course of history. Not only does this enormous transformation involve a change in currency, but it also involves a redefining of the dynamics of the global economy. For the past half-century, the petrodollar system has been the dominant force in shaping global banking. It is now possible to establish a new financial order as the era of the petrodollar has come to an end. Although it was formerly considered a speculative asset, XRP has since become the most significant commodity-backed digital asset in the entire globe. Today, its value is inextricably related to the state of the oil market around the world. XRP's essential role in a reimagined global economy is strengthened with each and every barrel of oil, each and every transaction, and each and every settlement. In addition to being transformational, its connection is effortless. The contracts are being signed, the financial architecture is undergoing a transition, and the world is entering a new era in which energy, finance, and digital assets are inextricably intertwined by the very nature of their relationships. This represents a shift in paradigm. The comprehension of this pivot is not something that can be considered optional for investors, institutions, or governments alike. There is no other way. Before now, the stakes have never been higher. XRP has now become the focal point of the international oil market, and the repercussions of this will be felt for decades to come. This is an important historical moment that will have far-reaching repercussions. XRP is the conduit via which the future of energy, economics, and global power will be facilitated. At this moment, a brand new age has begun. It is important to keep in mind that I am not a recognized financial advisor. The content that is displayed in these videos is solely intended for the purpose of providing amusement. Before making any decisions regarding their finances, I always recommend viewers to do their own study and seek the advice of professionals. Many thanks for taking the time to listen. I would appreciate it if you could give the video a thumbs up and then make sure to hit the subscribe button if you found it entertaining. It is also important that you make sure the alerts are turned on so that you are the first to know when I publish new content. I am looking forward to catching up with you in the video that is coming up. Take care of yourself. Unimaginable events have just taken place. A seismic change has just occurred, which has sent shockwaves through markets and boardrooms all across the world. This shift has rocked the basis of the global financial system by earthquake. Saudi Arabia has formally put a stop to the petrodollar, bringing an end to a decades-long deal that had a significant impact on the economy of the entire world. For the past half-century, the United States dollar has been the central currency of the international oil market. This has allowed the United States and its allies to exert geopolitical influence, shape international trade, and consolidate their economic supremacy around the world. At this moment, everything is different. We are witnessing the rewriting of the game's rules right in front of our eyes, and the entire globe is paying close attention. As part of a move that will go down in history, Saudi Arabia has revealed that it will now price and settle every barrel of crude oil that it sells in XRP, a digital currency that was formerly deemed experimental. Not a rumor or a speculation, this is the truth. This is the most important financial news of the century. In addition to this, it is causing waves to be felt throughout the whole economy of the world. This marks the end of the period of the petrodollar, which was a system that controlled the flow of wealth throughout the world for half a century. Uncharted terrain is being made available to the globe. The digital asset known as Ripple's XRP, which was once confined to the periphery of cryptocurrency markets, has now become the backbone of the most important commodities exchange in the world, thereby ushering in a new age for global finance. The consequences are astounding, and they are sending shockwaves through the systems of the global financial system, as well as the markets for energy. The flow of oil, which is the lifeblood of modern economies, is now being transmitted through a blockchain ledger, which guarantees quick settlement, transparency, and efficiency on a scale that was previously impossible. The implementation of this digital transformation ensures that each and every barrel is monitored, that each and every transaction is documented, and that trust is woven into the very fabric of the system. Every single oil transaction, from spot trades to futures contracts, will be carried out in XRP. This will establish a fully digital and auditable network that will connect Saudi Arabia, members of OPEC, and foreign customers. How nations and organizations engage with one another will be reshaped as a result of the speed and security of these transactions. Without the usual obstacles of currency conversion, settlement delays, and counterparty risk, these obstacles are no longer an issue. Through the implementation of this new paradigm, friction is eliminated, expenses are decreased, and the door is open to unprecedented global participation. This is a revolution in banking that is being disguised as a commodity trade, and it is profoundly transforming the way value is transferred internationally and between different industries. Analysts who have been following OPEC's testing with payments conducted in currencies other than USD would recognize the pattern, but nobody anticipated the extent of this reversal. Even seasoned specialists